make her say yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, wow. I can't believe, what is wrong with her? There's got to be something wrong with her.
Well, he must have just like completely
drugged her.
Yeah, there must have been, or maybe she's attracted to Jewish people, and he's the only one she's met.
Or maybe she just likes circumcised penises.
Well,
and she can't get any other circumcised ones over in California. But for any female with any bit of respect to even like think about wearing a ring that was given to her, which is probably a really tiny ring because he's a Jew, but he's not a kosher Jew. He's
the first ring he probably ever gave her was Nuva ring, that birth control thing.
His penis ring.
Yeah.
He gave her his cock ring. Like, what is wrong with her? Like, I would like to have a one-on-one sit-down talk with her and just try to knock some sense into her.
Yeah, there needs to be a conversation, definitely. I mean, Rainan's a nice. Well, maybe Rainan that we see on Twitter and on on our
podcast.
On his podcast. Maybe that's not Rainan we know.
Well, apparently, I do listen to his show, and there is confirmation that he is the same on there that he is in real life. And I say real life, this is, what I mean. But he's such an idiot. And a lot of people think Rain and I hate each other, and we go back and forth a lot on Twitter and stuff. But I like the guy. But
and it's funny. I met Rainan through Jabari Davis because Jabari thought I was filthy along with Rainan, and he's like, "Yeah, you two are like the same people." And then I met you because you did that show ripping on that Ficcarelli guy and Sean O'Donnell.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Who's Ficcarelli?
He's some guy that had a problem with you through that whole situation. That's how I found out, because he was ripping you on Twitter.
I was ripping him right back. Come on, throw me a little bit. I was going right back at him.
Well, and then you did your entire podcast about how terrible of a human being those people were.
Exactly. That was probably one of my best shows.
Yeah, that was definitely one of your best shows. And then me, you, and Rainan, whenever it's like one of us three, two of us three will be in a conversation, and then a third jumps in, and it just becomes cataclysmic.
And it's always a different two, and always the third jumps in out of nowhere.
It goes from very dirty, very unprofessional to even worse than that, which I don't even know how it's possible.
Yeah, it can get pretty bad. It can get very bad. So it's almost to the point where I'm embarrassed for Rainan. I'm embarrassed for him because he needs to come up with more material. I know he's trying to be funny and stuff, but his material is getting a little stale. Rainan, man, you got to step it up. Step up your game. There's only so much ass eating a guy can talk about.
Well, and the thing is, I was talking about this with my guest last week, who's a comedian. He's just a generic white guy. Rainan is Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that just opens up so many more doors for you to talk about than just ass eating.
It's true. It's true. We talk about the Holocaust.
True.
If it even existed.
I don't know if he would talk about that.
I don't believe it did exist. I just think, his kind just made that up. But that's just me. That's my personal beliefs. And anybody who's listening, my beliefs are my own and does not reflect on late night sports radio at all. And they're mine and mine own. If you have an issue with me, tweet me at Reid39, REID39. I welcome anybody who wants to challenge any of my beliefs.
Well, you know what's funny to me is I'll get into these religious debates with Rainan on Twitter,
mm-hmm.
and I don't really have hardcore religious beliefs or anything, and Rainan is Rainan, so I'll go at Rainan with religious beliefs, and then he'll say something, and I'll be like, well, that's just that's just what I believe. It's like it's all okay, even though I just completely put down his religion.
Well, is his religion an actual religion, though? The Jewish religion, really? Does that even count?
I'm just saying, like, as far as people's religious beliefs go, like, you can say pretty much whatever you want, and then follow it up with, well, that's just what I believe. Like, it's okay.
It's freedom of speech, too. You can say whatever you want. Like, I believe a lot of beliefs that aren't appropriate for this show, so I won't get into that.
You just did, talking about the Holocaust not being not existing.
I don't remember saying that. You have to rewind the tape. I don't remember. I don't think that's not something I would ever say. I like Jewish people.
Yeah, I do too.
If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no such thing as a circumcised penis. You know, like I give props to Jewish people for the circumcised penis.
I also give them props for the pyramids in Egypt.
That was aliens, wasn't it? Didn't aliens do that?
See, that's one. Yeah, I gotta say, there had to have been some kind of intervention there from another planet, right?
I believe so.
What was it, like 8,000 years ago? Those things were built with no surveyors, no nothing. Just slab these bricks on your back, and we'll figure out how to make these pyramids.
Aliens have been screwing with us and down here for years and years. Just last year, they stole that Malaysian airplane that it's gone missing. Aliens came down, beamed that shit right up. Aliens been messing with us for years.
Yeah, the aliens are terrible human beings.
They really are, but you can't really call them human beings unless you're talking about the illegal aliens that are roaming around down there in the States. They're horrible human beings.
Well, you know what's funny is you guys have some illegal aliens as well, which are Americans that have escaped to Canada after causing some trouble down here in the States.
You guys are only coming up here for our free health care.
Yeah. How does that work exactly? Explain your free health care.
I pay an absorbent amount of tax on every check, and I don't pay for any kind of health care. If I break my arm, I go and get a cast and get the health care, get a hot nurse to nurse me back.
Well, what are your taxes? What, like 55% or something?
I don't know exactly. I just know when I get my paycheck, there's like $300 taken off it, and it's split up to here, and here. And
well, we were talking about this earlier. Tomorrow, I think, is President's Day here in the United States. I don't know, and I don't really care. But
we have a holiday as well tomorrow.
Your guys' is like what? Friendship Day?
No, that's Friendship Day. Come on, we're a really poor excuse for a country up here, but we wouldn't name something Friendship Day. We have something more masculine, more scary. It's Family Day tomorrow.
What happens on Family Day? What do you guys do?
We get the job to spend with our family.
Is it Incest Day too?
It could very well be. If you want to talk about that again, that's when all families get together and enjoy a little day and peace and love and togetherness and be thankful for the family. It's like a mini Thanksgiving where you're just thankful to have your family alive and well and everything.
What is
we have like 3 family days a year, and it's just so we can have holidays like you people down there with your Ronald Reagan Day and your Bill Clinton Day and all your presidents' days and your 3 days where how many days down there do you guys get off to celebrate your soldiers? Like 8?
1 maybe 3 maybe
3
maybe 4. Okay, we got Memorial Day.
When's that? November?
No, Memorial Day is last weekend in May or last Monday in May.
Okay.
Then you got, I guess, Veterans Day. That might be it. I mean, I guess.
Do you need that many days to remember your veterans?
Okay, you guys don't fight in any wars.
Excuse me? Whoa, let's back that up a bit. We're the ones that are coming in after you. You guys started it all, and we just follow you in like, oh shit, USA is going to war again. We better too. So we look good.
Okay. Yeah, but we're on the front lines. You guys are the peacekeepers in the background.
we stand on guard for thee.
Okay, well, yeah, but how many? I bet the number of soldiers Canada has lost over the years in wars was not even close to what the U.S. The total number of soldiers lost in Canada is not even compared to World War II.
It's because
Lost.
we're the nice country. We win. We're
Okay,
not
well
trying
then
to
that's
make
why you need
war. We're
Friendship
trying to make
Day and
love.
Family Day, not things to remember your heroes.
We
Is that fair?
Hey, no, we have one. We have Remembrance Day. We have Remembrance Day right around the same time you guys are celebrating your Thanksgiving. A little late, my dad. Having your Thanksgiving in November. Who has Thanksgiving in November?
When's your Thanksgiving?
October.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, we're thankful for the Pilgrims and the Indians making peace. Okay, that was beyond a miracle that happened. And are you lighting up a cigarette right now?
No.
Yes, you are. You're lighting up
Why,
a
Keith?
cigarette on my... Huh?
I'm not lighting up a cigarette. My
Okay.
lighter isn't working. It's too damn cold. Continue.
Okay. What's on your what's on your smorgasbord, so to speak, on Thanksgiving in Canada?
Turkey.
Is it pretty much the same thing as American Thanksgiving?
Potatoes. We got some grits. We got grits. Beets. Some corn. It's a full smorgasbord of food. It's not good, but because nobody in my family knows how to cook, but it's good.
Well,
I mean, trying some.
why? Okay, why is November too late, but October's okay? Huh? Is Reed even here? Steven? Keith?
I'm here, Bob.
All right, well, let's talk about...
I don't know. Steven may have muted his microphone by accident because I'm not seeing him as being gone.
He is a moron. God, what a terrible human being.
Looks like he hung up now.
Okay, well, the All-Star game, we're through about 3/4. So far, a lot of offense. I saw some predictions of 150 to 149. That looks like it's going to happen. Actually, probably a little bit more than that.
This is ridiculous.
Hello? Did you hang up on me?
Hey, he's back.
Did I say something wrong?
Nope, I'm exiting.
Did I say something wrong? You had to hang up on me?
I'm exiting stage right.
Say anything wrong, you're just a terrible guest.
Am I really? I'm sorry.
No, you're not a terrible guest. You're just terrible at hanging up in the middle of the call. That's my job. That's my job to... Yes, you did. You're the one. I'm supposed to be the one that has technical difficulties, not you.
Well, I'm using my phone. Are we back on right now? Are we going or no?
Yeah, we're still going.
Oh, hey, everybody. I'm using Skype on my phone.
Yeah, so that's what I do, too.
Oh, well, sorry. Might have been because I was outside having a cigarette.
I knew it.
Issue. Well, you asked me if I was lighting a cigarette, and I said no, my lighter's not working because it's too damn cold up here. My lighter was frozen.
So you decided to mute the microphone and then hang up.
No, I didn't. I seriously didn't. I blame you.
Okay, well, let's talk about, one more thing, which could turn into 3 more things before we get off air here.
Chances are, yes.
Okay, so a few months back, I was on Netflix watching an educational documentary about raccoons.
Yes.
And it was telling me that Toronto is the raccoon capital of North America. Are you a buyer into that belief?
I would be surprised. Oh, I am surprised that you told me that, but then I'm not surprised because just a little while ago I want to go outside to have a cigarette, and I walked outside and there was like 2 raccoons climbing up my porch post. So, and I can't put my garbage out the night before garbage day because raccoons get into it and start eating. So I am surprised that I would have thought that would be somewhere in South Africa or somewhere else, but no, I'm not. That makes sense. There's a lot of raccoons around here. A whole lot of raccoons.
You know what's funny to me?
I have a question first before you continue. Why are you watching educational